Everybody, today is Thursday, October 17th. It's 8:14 a.m. I got an offer from Uber Eats to go to Taco Bell. I'm going to get $7 for 2.8 miles. The weather looks like it's going to be nice today. It's going to be, it's currently 73 degrees and it's sunny and clear, and there's just a light breeze today. Tomorrow it's supposed to be pretty windy. Yeah, I got confused when I picked up the order. The customer ordered a strawberry freeze drink, wild strawberry. But when I went to pick up the food at the counter, they just had an empty cup next to the bag of food at the pickup counter. So I was confused. I'm like, am I supposed to fill this up myself? Is what I first thought. So I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to go fill it up myself. And I went to the drink dispenser to fill it up. And of course, they don't keep the frozen I don't know what it's called, like an icy. They don't keep those in the drink dispenser area. That's something that the employees have to do, behind the counter. And so I first saw on the receipt it said wild strawberry. So I went to the soda dispenser looking for some drink that said wild strawberry. And then when I didn't see it, I looked at my phone and I saw that it said a freeze. I said, oh, it's one of those icy drinks. So I went back, and then she told me she didn't want to fill it up because usually the customer, the drink melts before the driver, the delivery driver picks it up. So she was going to make it fresh once I arrived. So I was thinking to myself, well, if that's the case, don't put the food in the pickup area, because that just tells me that your job is done and I have to take over whatever has to be done next. So anyway, that created confusion, but she created the icy, and now we're good to go. 4-minute drive, 1 more mile to go. I'm going to a house and it's going to be a leave at the door. All right, I'm just about there. I just have to enter a gate code. I've been here to this particular place many times, so the gate code should work. There it goes. It's opening. In this whole community, I think 90% of the time, if not 99% of the time, I always deliver to the same customer in this neighborhood. I don't know if that's a coincidence or if they're the only ones that in this entire neighborhood that uses DoorDash and Uber Eats. I mean, maybe at night more people use it, since I only work in the mornings, so it's possible other people use it in the evening. This customer, though, always uses it in the morning. All right, I have arrived. Next one is coming in from DoorDash. I'm going to New York Pizza and Bagel. $6.50 for 3.3 miles. I had a problem with the New York pizza bagel place. Their system was down, so I had to get on with support, and they canceled it and gave me half the pay, so I got like $3 and something, and now I'm just headed back home because nothing else good is coming in. It is 9:04 a.m. and I got an offer from DoorDash to go to Starbucks and pick up 2 orders. I'm gonna get $10.50 for 3.1 miles. I wasn't at home for too long, and an offer came in for like $20 something to go to Panda and something else, but it was going to near the strips and I didn't want to go, obviously, so I declined it. And then I saw the dogs had made a mess on the carpet, so I had to get out my carpet cleaning machine and clean up the mess on the carpet, so I had to turn the app off momentarily. But yeah, so I don't think it affected anything. I also got an offer to go to Sprouts and shop for 13 items for $11 for some reasonable amount of miles, but I did not feel like shopping for just $11, so I skipped it. And this one seems much better because it's just, just picking up a couple of coffee orders and dumping them off. Had to wait for both orders. I was in there for about, I never know, what is it, about 10 minutes I was in there. The first order came up right away, and the second one they had to make from scratch. They hadn't even started it yet when I got in there. So I was just hanging out. I had to keep standing because if you sit down, they forget about you, and then they don't even put the order out. So I just kept standing at the near the counter, so I was in eye shot of the employees, and it finally was ready to go. So I had to carry out 4 bags of Starbucks, so I have a total of about 6 drinks and then about 3 different items of food. So it's a lot of stuff to deliver, so it makes sense that I'm getting the amount of money for the tiny bit of miles. I'm traveling 4 minutes from here, 1.1 miles. I'm going to a business, and it's a hand it to me, leave at the front desk. The parking lot is so busy at this time. I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to get a parking spot. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to roam around and see what happens. Obviously, I want to get as close as I can to the front. Oh boy, there is a lot of people here. Okay, what am I going to do? Let's see. Is there anything available? I think there might be a spot. Oh wait, this guy's leaving. I'm just going to take this spot over here. It's easier to turn into it. And it's the last one. I lucked out. you. Successful delivery, no problems. Boy, that waiting room was crowded. I'm glad my doctor isn't at that place. It was a zoo. See if I can back out of here without any problems. The next one's close. It's only 0.7 miles from here, a 3-minute drive. It's gonna be a business and it's going to be a hand it to me. Gosh, someone already took my parking space. All right, we're on our way. We're getting real close. I hope I make this light.
Turn right.
This light is notorious for turning red on me the moment I get near it. I don't know if it just changes that often or if I just have bad luck, but I made it. That light almost always gets me about, I don't know, 60% of the time it gets me. The navigation keeps switching between the stern lady and then the
In 200 feet, turn left.
That's the sexy lady. There's the sexy
Turn
lady.
left.
And then there's the cranky lady. The lady's like, clank, 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 clank. And then there's, oh, jabba, jabba, jabba. Hubba, jabba. Jabba, jabba, jabba.
Drive northeast.
I'm driving northeast.
Drive west.
I'm driving
Then
west.
2600.
I am going to about to park right by this car. Time is 9:53 a.m. I got an offer from Uber Eats to go to Press for Juice. I'm gonna get $9.48 for 4.3 miles. Well, I'm pulling into the district and
Turn right. Then turn right.
I just have to make a right over here coming up and then just make my way around to the right, and it's over by Life Cycle something. Or is Life Cycle gone now? I haven't been over here in a while. Cycle Bar, that's it. I don't know what Cycle Bar exactly is. I think it's a place where people ride those stationary bicycles for exercise. I just don't know why they have the word bar in the name. Maybe they get drunk after they exercise. I don't know. Okay, and I'm just gonna park over here on the right and then pick up the order. The order in the car, there was no waiting. They handed it to me the moment I walked in the door. It's a bunch of glass bottles that are going to be clinking around as I drive, and it's heavy. I'm always worried the bag's going to tear open when I pick up stuff from there. I'm going to be driving 3.1 miles. It's an 11-minute drive. It's going to be a house and a leave at the door, and I have a gate code. I'm getting pretty close to the drop-off now. The instructions say to enter the gate code slowly. I guess it's a very temperamental gate code box. So let me just make sure when I get there, that I don't push the numbers too fast. All right, it's not this right. It's gonna be the next one coming up here, and then let me get the gate code ready. All right, let's see how difficult this is going to be.
Then keep right onto Caxton Grove Drive.
I'm here. Let's see what happens when I enter the darn code. I did. I entered it real slow. As instructed, I followed the customer's instructions and the gate opened. Now we're headed off around this bend here, and it's gonna be on the left-hand side. Right after it looks like a cul-de-sac, which I don't see any cul-de-sac. It looks like it's not a true cul-de-sac. Let's see, is it this house here on the left? No, is it this house on the left with all the trees so I can't see the number to the house? Yes, it is. Clink, clink. All right, drop it off. I got the next one. It is 10:23 a.m. I think it's going to be the last one. I'm got something from DoorDash, and it's going to be going to Petco to shop for 2 items. I'm going to get $7.75 for 1.5 miles. Wasn't going to take this offer because, well, you know, it's Petco, and every time you go into Petco, they want some strange items that are really hard to find. And I didn't want to be stuck in one of those situations, but I thought about it, and the day has been sort of hit or miss today, so I didn't know how long I was going to have to wait until something decent came along. And then, of course, the money to mile ratio was really good. So I figured, well, however long it takes me to get these 2 items, at least the number of miles is really low. So it's going to be okay. I'm not that worried about it too much. And even if I can't find all the items, as long as I find one of the 2 items, I'll still get the money. So it's going to be good. So 2 more minutes to go, 0.8 miles. Looks like I'm gonna have to get about, well, it's 1 6-pack of wet dog food in a can, and then 1 individual can. So a total of 7 cans of dog food. So that's not gonna be too heavy. And I just have to deliver it. I think it's gonna be to an apartment just across the street. So I don't think anything so far looks too difficult. All right, I'm gonna park the car.
Okay, thanks.
All right, I got everything, and it was really super easy. But it was only easy because I just lucked out, and I found the items just by random luck. There was no labeling of the aisles or anything. I just lucked out, so that's how I found it. And the app asked me to please take a picture of where I'm at, so that other drivers will be able to find these items in the future. Because that's how difficult it would have been to find them if I didn't randomly stumble upon them. The packaging didn't even match the picture in the app. So that tells you right there, just how, not only was it difficult just to find them, you had to be a detective and realize that the items that you wanted were those items. You had to just kind of do a test scan of what they were, and of course it went through. And they were right next to each other, and I don't know why the packaging didn't match, other than, you know what they always do, they're always like, we need to do a redesign of all this packaging, and then they don't bother to update DoorDash with the latest packaging. So anyway, I got everything, and it's not too heavy. It just fit all in one bag, and now I'm gonna go drop it off 3 minutes from here, 0.3 miles. It's an apartment, and it's a leave at the door. Yeah, that's it. In the apartment complex, and I have this place mapped out on my Google Maps, so Google Maps should take me right to where I need to go. Hopefully I labeled the buildings right. The thing I like about this place is they put the numbers really big on each building, so that makes it simple to know if you're at the right building or not, because you can see them practically from outer space. You can see if you're at the right building or not. That's how big they put the numbers. Maybe the guy that owns this complex, maybe he does delivery driving. He sympathizes with us. He's like, I need to make these numbers big. Okay, it's coming up on the right. Well, that was it. That sort of completes my day. I was able to, the amount of money I've been making lately is so low that it's really easy to achieve the goal. So I'm very happy about that. And I'm also glad that it's only 10:38 right now. So I started at 8. So just like a little over 2.5 hours of online time, I think, is what I did today. And and now I can just go ahead and upload this video and move on and then just enjoy the rest of my day. I don't think there was anything particularly upsetting that happened. The worst thing that happened today was that New York bagel place, New York Pizza and Bagel, and they're infamous for having computer problems with their system. I don't think the owner there is very tech savvy. So I think when something happens and it doesn't work, he just tells every driver that walks in that the system's not working, because he does not know how to fix it. So So that was really the only part of the day that was irritating, was that. Other than that, I think everything else has gone really flawless today. So thank you so much for watching once again, and I'll see you again on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.